What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to give you my biggest takeaways from the Falcons versus Texans matchup. Let's talk about it. So, my Atlanta Falcons get a comeback victory versus the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud and the Texans scored a touchdown a little too early. Left about a minute and change left for my Atlanta Falcons, and Desmond Ridder proceeded to lead us down the field for a game-winning field goal. Overall, my thoughts on the game. Um, Before I get there, let me start about the pregame. So I did a video last week. I can't recall who the Texans played, but the Texans played someone last week. They beat them. Stroud and the Texans played well, and I came into that video saying I thought they would come in and beat us in Atlanta. I was off gladly. You know, I'm a Falcons fan, so but I'm biased also, and I just thought their O line will hold up just enough for Stroud to do enough to make them get the win. And I was almost right. You know, gladly I was wrong. You know, my Falcons moved to 3-2. But I was pretty on the point there. My biggest fear with our defense is we can't get a lot of pass rush. You know, but I will say at least I know Stroud had no sacks, a little bit of pressures. Same for Ritter, no sacks, a little bit of pressures, no real fear of being sacked by either one of these defenses. So both quarterbacks had time, they had room to operate. So that's why we got the career high of a Desmond Ridder throwing for almost 330 off of 37 attempts. You know, so that was a good thing there. But as far as our defense, I would like to see more aggressiveness, and we do blitz a nice amount. We're just not getting home. But let's start with the Texans first. No, I'll start with my Falcons first since we got the W. I think this is the fourth or fifth time Ritter has led a fourth quarter comeback win in his young career. You know, he's growing on me, man. And as I said prior, I've done a couple of Falcon videos this past summer. I've done some this season so far also, and I do believe in Ritter. You know, I'm tempted to listen to some other Falcons fans and say, hey, do a video on us getting Fields next year. Do a video on us trade for Kyler Murray. Do a video on us going for Kirk Cousins. And I just can't seem to do it just yet. And I'm glad I didn't because my heart is telling me, and my head is telling me too, go with the Ritter. Stick with him for the whole year. Give him no danger of losing his job. Let him get comfortable. Now, as I keep saying, every quarterback isn't the same. No, we can't make Ritter be Stroud. We can't make Ritter be Trevor Lawrence. We can't make a lot of these guys be their counterparts. Everybody's different. Everyone's growing curve is also different. Ritter started the last 4 games last year after Mariota got injured, and he played well to finish our year off last year. And coming in this year, he's playing okay. You know, he's not playing the greatest, but he's not playing terrible either. So, but today did give me hope. But as I said earlier, I do understand that he got 330 basically off of no pass rush from the Texans. You know, they didn't do too much. So I will say that's a big case there. But when he was pressured, he did step up or roll out and make a couple plays here and there. But he wasn't pressured too often in this matchup today. But I'm happy we got Kyle Pitts going. Finally, Kyle Pitts got going. 11 targets, 7 receptions, 87 yards. I love it. I've been saying since last year, force feed him the ball. I don't care if it's bad throws, good throw, throw in the vicinity. I believe in him. He's gonna go get something, So I'm super excited that we got him the ball. He had a pretty good game today. Drake London, someone I was iffy on during the draft class last year, but strong. It really got great strong hands, big body, and my biggest thing on him was the separation. You know, going from USC, even in college, he didn't have a whole lot of separation. A lot of big, strong catches, a lot of jump ball catches, and he's still doing that in the NFL now. So I'm happy that we did get London. Number one receiver is definitely one of the better young guys. He won't be great, I don't think, but he's definitely solid. Jonnu Smith played solid again, and Bijan Robinson. You know, our running game was kind of shut down today by the Houston Texans defense. A couple turnovers. I think Bijan fumbled once or twice, if I'm not mistaken. But our running game didn't do too much. Algier and Robinson were both held. Well, they both had about 40. Algier had 40. Robinson had 46. But them one hand catches, that one hand catch that Robinson had for our touchdown was spectacular. He's just a highlight reel. He's a blessing for our squad to have. I'm glad we got him. Um, that's really about it for us as far as my takeaways for the Falcons. AJ Terrell, one more thing on him as well. He's playing good, not great. That's something to know. He's our number one guy as far as DB, well, as far as cornerback goes. He's playing good, not great. Jesse Bates playing good, not great. So. But no, I will say they do have their moments where they're locking down and shutting things off. So, but a couple moments here and there, a little, cracking the armor sometimes when those two guys aren't on the same connection or just having bad moments. So, going to the Texans. Speaking of a bad moment for Jesse Bates, that in and out Dalton Schultz put on him for the Texans' last touchdown with about a minute left in the fourth quarter was fantastic. That in and out fake was amazing. Schultz, if you didn't see it, Schultz was there was I think Texans were around the 20-yard line, 15-yard line, and Schultz faked in and went upfield to the end zone and just had Bates shook. He had him shook out his boots. So there's a great move there. Stuff like that. I expect the all pro like Bates. Things happen. You get baited and you get got sometimes. But I will hope for more often than not that Bates doesn't get fooled by stuff like that. But like I said, it was a great route by Dalton Schultz. A great fake. Um, O line for the Texans held up well. Damian Pierce had an okay day. 20 for 66. Not bad, not great either. So he had 20 attempts. So it is what it is there. But as far as the Texans defense, they were aggressive, they were physical, they were ball hunting, and D'Amico Ryans definitely put an impact on that team. They're like the Colts. They're going to be feisty in every game, like the Colts and Rams. They're going to be feisty. They're going to be well coached, and they're going to go after you every single week. Same with the Cardinals. So I appreciate teams like that who aren't supposed to win, but are definitely putting their mark on their season and trying to change the culture around trying to be even if they do lose, it's going to be a super tough loss. And I will say this honestly, the Texans didn't beat themselves. The Falcons just played that much better. Even though I will say the Texans DBs kind of were not aggressive that last drive for my Falcons. If they would have played up more, played more aggressive, and played to win and not to lose, it could have been a different story maybe. But other than that, I still don't think the Texans lost. Ridder just made timely throws. He threw the ball well. As I said, Pitts, Drake London, Jonnu Smith, those guys were on one today, and everybody was just clicking. Lastly, on the Texans, C.J. Stroud, he's phenomenal. 5 games, no interceptions thrown yet, and it's not like he's not taking. It's not like he's not throwing the ball. He's putting the ball up in the air. He's making great passes, accurate. Like man, as a Bryce Young, I can't even talk. As a Bryce Young truther, it's sad to see how bad or how timid Bryce looks, and Stroud just looks comfortable. He looks great. So I know the Panthers are looking inside. I like, bruh, we not looking the greatest, but I will say the Texans are low key in a better situation, a better team than the Panthers right now, but it's not that far off. I think the real thing is the quarterbacks look a lot different, and Bryce is struggling while Stroud is kind of soaring up and making a name for himself his rookie year as a threat for one of the better quarterbacks, top 10, top 15 as a couple years go on. The other guys age out, Kirk Cousins and other guys get older. You're going to see Stroud probably comfortably in that top 10, maybe it's next year. Daniel Jones going to drop. Kirk Cousins could drop a year or two. Russell's already dropping, so we'll see where it goes there. But Stroud's definitely one of the better guys in the NFL right now. No, so maybe top 15 next year. We'll see how people rate him, and how the year finishes off. But yeah, man, pretty good win. The Saints still winning. The Bucks, they didn't play today, I don't think, but they They play Monday Night Football. I think the Bucks do. But yeah, so we're still in the division. We're still in the running for it. The Saints still winning. They beat the Patriots, I think, 34-zip, 32-zip. So we gotta keep pace with those guys and keep on winning. So I'm happy we got the W today. And as I said, Ridder played well. Stroud played well, but Ridder got too much time left. And a funny stat I seen today as well: Ridder is undefeated at home in college at Cincinnati, and also so far a year and a half into his NFL life, he's been undefeated. So that's cool to see, and that's great for us. Any home game, I expect Ridder to find a way to win us some games. So that's great to see on our end. But that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.